Sydney FC and Olyroos Utility, Ruben Zadkovic. Ruben, it's great to see you. Let's clear up the first thing. I've just referred to you as a utility. Is that fair or unfair? Do you see yourself as a defender or a midfielder?
I see myself as a midfielder, but it's fair to say that I've been used in many roles of late, so I don't mind being called a utility player. I think it just adds different dimensions to your game.
Certainly in midfield you've been a key for Sydney's resurgence, back-to-back wins. It's been very good performances and you've been right in the middle of it all. You must be very happy with your form.
Yeah, I'm enjoying playing back in the middle, you know. I like to be in the action and put myself about, so it's good to be back playing there. And also I think just the boys all working together well and just the spirit of the team's picked up, so it's good.
That tackle we just saw on Matt Mackay was about 60 seconds into the game at Suncorp. A little bit of a whisper was that Anthony Creer had pumped the boys up in the warm-up and you were the first to react. Is that true?
Yeah, Anthony Creer is always quick to get on the boys' case about getting stuck in, and I think it wasn't just that tackle. You know, there were a lot of tackles made by a lot of boys out there, and it was the team effort in general that really set the tone. Is
this the sort of thing that Sydney had needed to galvanise their season? It had been slipping away even after just the first couple of rounds, but perhaps that steel that had been missing, and was this the key?
I think, yeah, you know, just the discipline, the little things, you know, the tackling, the defensive positions and stuff. I think there were just a few little mistakes which led to some bad results, but in the end I think it was blown out of proportion as well, that the season was slipping away, because as far as we were concerned it never was.
Ruben, I was probably one of those who's blown it out of proportion. Do you think, talking of players that have come back, the return of Mark Milligan, not only to the team but to the defensive line, has given you a bit of a better structure? Oh,
definitely. You know, a player of his quality playing in the defensive line, you know, it's always going to make it hard to score for other teams.
Ruben, how about Janinia? Tell us a little bit about him. The day-to-day at training is a big influence on the team.
Oh, massively. You know, you can't speak highly enough of a person like him. As a person in general, he's just so nice, so humble. You wouldn't think someone who's done all the things that he's done in football would be so humble, but he's a brilliant player and a brilliant person, and he's just good to be with.
Now, a lot of people are talking up the battle in midfield on Saturday against Melbourne. Are you going to be Janinho's minder?
yeah, I'll be his bodyguard.
Ruben, was he a lot different from Dwight Yorke?
No, definitely. Yeah. You know, just a different personality. Comes from a different culture and that as well. But both very different, both very good in their own ways.
They've both been outstanding acquisitions, there's no doubt about that. Melbourne played Queensland at Telstra Dome last week. Melbourne, of course, are still undefeated. Queensland can't score for love nor money, and it's amazing when you watch them play to see them struggle in front of goal. What did you take out of this game as a team in preparation for Saturday night?
It was just, like I say, it was about the little things, you know, trying to delete those little mistakes that we were making, and in general it was about, you know, closing down the ball and picking up the spare man, and the boys have done that well, and I think it's just our character is starting to show through. The real character is starting to show through, and it's something to be good to be a part of.
Well, it's a big round of football this weekend, round 7 of the Hyundai A-League. Saturday night, Sydney and Melbourne at the Sydney Football Stadium. Tony Popovich couldn't crack it for a start last week. Are things likely to change for this week?
Not sure at this stage, you know. Obviously, you've got a player like of his quality on the bench, it's tough, but the boys have been doing well, so obviously Branko's under a bit of pressure to see what he does there, but I'm sure whoever he plays will do the job.
Simon, you have made some comments about Sydney over the course of the season. Have they done enough to win your favour yet?
Yeah, sure. I think the last couple of weeks there's been a big improvement. I mean, Ruben just said it, that they've cut out the little mistakes in their game, and okay, you know, you've won the last two by only the one goal. But you know, that's enough. You had to get some points on the board, didn't you? That was the important thing. You needed some results to get some confidence.
Yeah, definitely. In the end, it's about results, you know. Nobody cares how you win as long as you win, and that's what counts on the ladder. So it's just good to get two on the trot.
Ruben, before we let you go, the Olympic Games campaign, it's going very well, all on track, and you've got a couple of big games coming up so far. Firstly, what are your chances? How does the team feel about getting to the next stage?
I think it's fair to say that we're confident, you know. I mean, we've got a lot of depth in our squad. I think that's the biggest thing, you know. We've got a lot of players for each position, and the competition for places and for a start is there. And when you've got that, you know, it always brings out the best in people, as it's shown in the first few games. So I think it's fair to say that we're confident, you know. I know myself, I'm very confident that we can qualify and get into those Olympics.
Ruben, tough trip to Beirut, though. Have you ever been to that part of the world before? I suppose you must have, playing for the Olyroos.
Been close, but never actually to Beirut, so it should be good to see something different.
Yeah, tough trip.
And you'll be away for a couple of A-League rounds. Of course, all the A-League players who are in the Olyroos team will be away. How many games are you going to be missing?
I think for us it will just be the Perth game, so obviously after this game in Melbourne we'll miss the next one, and we should be back for the following game.
Ruben, I want to ask you, do you take your guitar when you go on trips? Because you strum a bit, don't you?
Yeah, I don't take it when we go to Beirut, mate. But maybe if we're in Australia, I might take it.
Are you good?
Nah, let's not say good. I just strum a few tunes.
Okay. We'll have to get him on doing that.
Ruben, happy strumming. That's all we can say. And good luck in the qualifiers. Thanks for your time
Cheers.
tonight.
Thanks very much, guys.